So I know you are very familiar with this, but we need to review. No, review po natin yung importance of voltage drop calculation, especially if we're designing electrical system. Okay? Okay, so importance of voltage drop calculation in electrical system design. So presented by Joseph Darrencler Solicar, the TCPD chairman for this year. Okay, next slide. So I'll give you my short background. I am the president and CEO of Solicar Construction and Supply Incorporated, managing director of Solicar Engineering Review Center and Services, and that is the old name. We have the new name, Solicar Review, Solicar Engineering Review Specialist and Training Center. Then electrical consultant of YTT Pty Ltd, Canberra, Australia, doing the arc flash analysis, short circuit analysis, and protection coordination. All right? Then electrical consultant of various projects in Davao region. Not only Davao region, but all over the Philippines na. So, hindi lang sa Davao region, kundi meron tayong project din sa project and consultant in Cagayan de Oro, in the other part in Mindanao, and meron din tayo dito sa Manila and sa Visayas din, no? So hindi before Davao region, din nag-expand marami na tayong mga nag-inquire po sa atin about consultancy. So ngayon, hindi na Davao region. Next. Next slide. Then the professional organization, as mentioned, chairman ng TCPD for 2025 and former national secretary in 2024 last year, no? Then 2023, the national president of United Professional Electrical Engineers of the Philippines, or UPEP. And 3 times na consecutive as chairman from 2021, 22, 23, chairman ng TCPD. Then 2024 national secretary, din bumalik ako dito sa TCPD. And the national vice chairman, so way back 2020, naging vice chairman po tayo ng ating national president sa TCPD. Siya yung chairman, ako yung vice chairman. Okay, we have handle po tayo ng mga different committees sa IIEE. Then, I was the regional governor, Southern Mindanao in 2015. Then, IIEE Davao chapter president in 2014. And until now, I am member of Institution of Engineers Australia. And also member Society of Building Services Engineering Australia. So, nagre-renew po tayo every year. So, yung renewal nasa $500 Australian dollars. So, approximately nasa mga depende sa value ng dollar, ng Australian dollar. So, nasa mga 18,000 o 20,000 per year. Nag-renew ako, no, as member of this institution. Next. So, this is the most important. Dapat meron tayong special skills. So, I am very familiar with using the SKM Power Tools. So I use for the power system study, I use SKM Power Tools. No? So I have a licensed software. Then I know how to model the library. Kung hindi available dun sa software, so halimbawa circuit breaker, luma na yung circuit breaker, as long as meron siyang TCC. So tingnan mo yung TCC doon sa i-Google search mo, yung TCC ng type of circuit breaker. Pag nakita mo doon, then you can model it. So para ilagay doon sa library ng SKM. So yun. AC Power. AC Power, this is another power system software. ETAP, I know how to use ETAP, but mostly sa project, I use SKM. Okay? Then, PowerCAD, PowerPack, these are the Australian software. So yung PowerPack, this is the most powerful software, no? Yung ginagamit sa design sa lahat, sa industrial, commercial, yung we used before, no? When I was working in Australia, no? Using PowerPack. Then Dialax Evo Lighting Modeling 2D and 3D. So dapat as electrical engineer alam natin dito how to use the the software. We use Dialax for anong tawag ba dito? Simulate the lighting design. So, kung tingnan po yung mga electrical plant po namin, no? Meron ng isang page na naka-Dialax, no? Isang page, no? Print po namin, naka-colored po 'yan. Okay? Then EGI 32. What is EGI 32? EGI 32, this is a software for street lighting and car park lighting. So ito yung ginagamit namin sa Australia, EGI 32. Then AutoCAD. Nang nag-abroad po ako, way back 2008, wala pang, siyempre, old curriculum tayo, wala pang AutoCAD. Tama po ba? So yung ginawa ko, nag-aaral po ako sa CIT. Hindi sa Cebu, ha? Cebu Institute of Technology. Hindi, Canberra Institute of Technology. So nag-aaral po ako ng AutoCAD 1 year, 2D and 3D. Kasi sabi ng manager, dapat you know how to use the AutoCAD. Why? Because if there are some revisions of the plan during the meeting, so you know how to rectify o ang tawag ba dyan, to change the drawing immediately. Hindi na tawagan yung yung tinatawag namin na CAD drafter para i-change yung natin, yung mga drawing. If there are some changes sa site, 'di ba? So kaya nang bumalik ako dito, ako po yung nag-design, ako po nag-AutoCAD, ako po nag-conduct ng site inspection, then nag-CAD sa project, sa design project ko. 'Di ba, sir? Okay, thank you. Next. So the objectives, first is to discuss the importance of voltage drop calculation, electrical system, and design. Then second, to discuss the different parameters and factors which affects the voltage drop to a certain point on the electrical systems. Okay. So there are some factors that we need to consider, no, in calculating the voltage drop. So I'll show to you later. Then number 3, to discuss the different methods of solving the voltage drop. So there are a lot of solutions, no? Then the fourth one is to be able to equip our electrical practitioners with the voltage drop calculation method and apply them to their designs. So hindi pwede, no? This is the requirement of the government that we need to present the voltage drop calculation of our design project. Tama ba? Okay, next. Then what is voltage drop? So just review, no? Just review lang po natin. Alam niyo to, pero let us review. Kasi nakalimutan ko na rin, no? Yung what is voltage drop. Okay. Voltage drop is defined as the amount of voltage loss that occurs through all the part of the circuit due to impedance. So we talk about impedance, that is we are talking about the line of the conductor or the cable, right? So impedance, because this is we consider the AC circuits, but in DC circuits we will only consider the resistance. Tama ba? So impedance, meaning this is for AC circuit, we need to consider the resistance and the reactance to make it impedance. Correct? All right. So voltage drop describes how the energy supplied by the voltage is reduced as electric current moves through the passive elements in an electrical circuit. So tama po, because there is a resistance, no? There is a resistance. So meaning there's a voltage drop or resistance or the impedance. So there's a voltage drop. It's just like a object. If you have an object moving in a rough surface, when we have the force exerted, so meaning yung force hindi ma-maintain because of the friction between the object and the surface. So meaning, if you exert force 10 pound, then dun sa dulo, yung in a certain distance, so hindi na 10 pound yun. Kasi mayroon siyang resistance, friction. So in the same way, sa electric circuit. The same way in analogous is the water, because of the viscosity of the water. So hindi na aabot doon yung pressure coming from the source. Tama ba? So the same analogous with the voltage. Next. Okay, the voltage drop at the receiving end of the circuit is always less than the voltage at the sending end voltage source. The voltage difference between the both ends is called the voltage drop or the potential drop. Of course, if you have the source due to the voltage drop, so by applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law, so meaning from the power source, we need to get the difference from the voltage drop and the source. Then that is the receiving end voltage. Okay? From the voltage sending minus the voltage drop, that is your receiving voltage. So ibig sabihin, the value of the receiving voltage is less than the sending voltage due to the voltage drop. That's correct? To give you a background, I was a former professor of the University of Mindanao for 11 years, no? 1997 to 2008. Next, voltage drop varies. Okay, voltage drop varies proportionally in load with a useful load that must be converted into useful energy. So depende po sa load. Okay? So kung if the load, kung mas malaki yung load, so what will happen? What happened to the voltage drop? Ano lang, if the load current is higher, what will happen to the voltage drop? The voltage drop is also higher, right? Correct? Because of the I times Z or the I times R. Correct? I times R for DC, I times Z for the AC. Correct? Okay, next. Importance of voltage drop calculation. So, what are the importance? First is the system efficiency. If a circuit has a high load, a bigger conductor with less voltage drop compensates for itself several times over in energy savings alone. Okay. So, we have a lot of experience of in our project. No? So, because of the distance, malayo siya, so we need to upsize the size of the conductor from, halimbawa, from 100 mm squared to 125 mm squared. So you need to compute. So there are some percentage dapat pumasa yung yung voltage drop calculation po natin. So I'll show you later. System performance, excessive voltage drop in a circuit can cause lights to flicker and burn dimly, heaters to overheat, inefficiency, and motors to have reduced life cycle. So tama. So pag less, halimbawa yung motor 230 volts. So pag hindi na 230 volts, less than that, so magkaroon tayo ng problema doon sa ating motor. Then, ease of troubleshooting. Ideally, you don't have to guess if low voltage measurements represent a problem that the voltage loss was not included in the design. So dapat we need to make sure that what are the requirements of the standard, so we need to follow. So kung ano yung percent voltage drop, dapat sundin po natin yan. But more than the percent that required by the standard, so we need to recompute again. And balik po tayo dun sa system efficiency. We need to upgrade our conductor or cable. Okay, next. So practical approaches to minimize voltage drop. First is increasing the number of size of the conductors as mentioned kanina, no? So increasing the number of size. Then reduce the load current on the conductor or circuit. Okay, so reduce. How to reduce it? For example, may project kami ngayon. So due to change during the construction stage. So ito yung problema, no? Nag-increase po yung load. So nag-increase yung load, especially dun sa aircon. So ang problema dyan, kasi yung design na transformer po natin is intended only for this load, for this air conditioning units. So ngayon, nag-increase, almost double yung load ng air conditioning units. So hindi na kaya. So yung option po natin, we need to remove some loads and transfer to another. Okay? Tama ba? So we need to transfer another panel board para hindi ma-overload, no? Hindi overload yung ano natin dito sa kabila. So we need to transfer. So decrease the conductor length So we need to decrease. So ibig sabihin, so kung as much as possible, kung yung equipment mo natin, kung pwede dito sa mas malapit, pwede, no? Pero kung pag diyan po ni-recommend ang architect na diyan yung location, so we need to compute talaga ng voltage drop. Di ba? Compute. Then decrease the conductor temperature. So conductor temperature. So paano yun ba reduce ng conductor temperature? Okay? So halimbawa, how to reduce it? Kasi yung sa yung sa inside the cable, meron tayong tinatawag na derating factor. Tama ba? No. So siyempre, mas maraming cable, mainit, di ba? Mas mainit dun sa loob. So we need to reduce. So kailangan natin tanggalin dun sa inside. No? Tama? Hindi. Tama daw. Okay, next. Okay, reducing a current of conductors. So suppose we have 5.5 loads, all spaced 5 meters apart, and conductor resistance of 0.1 ohm per 10 meters. So as you can see, we have a total current of coming from the source at 2.5 due to the voltage drop, due to the current sa load that is 0.5, then by Kirchhoff's current law, 2.5 minus 0.5, nagiging 2 na lang. So then distribute 0.5, 1.5, then 0.5, then 1.0, then may drop naman siya, 0.5, then 0.5. Then at the farthest load, so sa A, yung A po natin, so yung voltage drop niya is 2.5 times 0.1 plus 2.0 times 0.1, so on and so forth. Then we come up a total of 0.75 volts. So divided by our source is 24 volts. So 0.75 divided by 24. So yung voltage drop po niya is 3.125%. So yan, no, yung mga basic computation. So dapat ganyan ang gawin po natin sa ating mga circuits, especially sa project. Next. Okay, so there's another example. We have 2.5. Then we have 0.5, then 1, nag-split na sila. 1, then 1 sa kabila, papunta doon sa A. Then 1, 0.5, 0.5. Then calculate. I-calculate mo natin yung voltage drop sa A. So dito tayo. Okay? So that is 2.5 times 0.1 plus 1.0 times 0.3 plus 0.5 times 0.1. That is equal to 0.6 volts. So 0.6 divided by the supply voltage, that is 24 volts times 100%. So our voltage drop is 2.5%. So next. For an efficient design, conductor and capacity tables in Philippine Electrical Code provide a starting point. So do the installation stay efficient over time? The longer you run, the lower voltage is at a point of utilization. So meaning, yung farthest, yung pinakamalayo will receive, no? Reduce voltage. So maliit na voltahe. Bakit? Because of the voltage drop. Malayo siya. Okay? The next. So voltage drop calculation is in design analysis. This is part of the requirement sa Office of Building Official. So kailangan po natin so from the ILG Memorandum Circular number 2016-23 dated February 17, 2016. Subject, reiteration of certain provision of the Philippine Electrical Code relative to the issuance of building and construction permits. So nandito yan sa number 4, sa design analysis, calculation of voltage drops. Okay? So that is required. So minsan, so sa OBO, pag walang voltage drop calculation, so may note yan yung Office of Building Official na you need to calculate the voltage drop calculation. Tama ba? You need to present the voltage drop calculation sa electrical plan. Tama sir, no? Pag wala, hindi yan ma-approve. Next. So PEC maximum recommended voltage drop. So as you can see, branch circuit 3% maximum recommended voltage drop. Then combine the voltage drop of the feeder from the feeder. Voltage drop the feeder and the branch circuit should not exceed 5% of the voltage source. So not exceed by 5%, or else pag lumampas dyan, you need to you need to resize, upgrade from, halimbawa, from 50 mm square to 60 mm square as long as hindi lumampas sa 5%. So, sa project, yung ginawa ko, pag kinumpute namin, kasi doon lang sa electrical plan, yung, minisure yung distance. So, ang problema, lumampas sa 5%. So, sabi ko sa project engineer ko, doon sa site, you need to measure actual measurement. So, kasi iba yun sa papel, di ba? So, actual. Kasi lumampas ng konti lang, mga 5.2 something. Okay? So, doon, sinukat. Sabi ko, dapat tama lang talaga doon. Mayroong looping tayo doon sa panel board po natin. Huwag niyong, kasi yung ibang electrician, kailangan pahabaan pa. Ilang meters pa para pagputol, iuwi na nila. Tama ba? So, yun ang ginagawa. So, dapat doon lang nakaloop din. Tama-tama lang. So, nang minisure po ng engineer ko, no? Actual, hindi pala 160 meters. So nasa pala 140 meters. So nakasave tayo ng 20 meters. So kailangan po natin na hindi pwede na dire-diretso tayo kasi pag umaasa tayo din sa papel, so dapat actual natin, especially sa mga big size of wire or cable. So yung project po namin, yan, putol muna doon sa namin sa opisina namin. No? Kasi yung wire hindi na nakatambak doon sa site. So dapat doon sa namin may bidiga din kami. So dapat measure nila actual putol. Hindi pwede na yung isang reel na 250 mm square nakalagay doon sa site. Wala. Ubus yan. So ngayon, actual pagkatapos i-deliver doon sa site. Then install agad. Okay, then sabi ko, picturean niyo kung na-install na ba o wala pa. So yun. Okay. So conductors, minimum opacity and size, minimum ratings and size, feeders not more than 600. Then we have the Article 6.47, Sensitive Electronic Equipment Wiring Methods. Sa Section D, voltage drop. The voltage drop of any branch circuit shall not exceed to 1.5%, and combined voltage drop of feeder branch circuit conductor shall not exceed 2.5%. This is intended for the sensitive electronic devices. Okay, next. Then we have the phasor relationship between the voltage and current and resistance and reactance require a working knowledge of trigonometry, especially for making exact voltage drop calculation. So, siyempre, we need to consider the trigonometry because yung mga triangle. Bakit? Pag may resistance o reactance, magkakaroon tayo ng right triangle. Tama pa ba? No? So yung base po natin ng resistance, yung altitude natin is reactance, and the hypotenuse is the impedance. And the angle between the impedance and the resistance is your power factor angle, right? Tama? Tama no? Correct. Okay. Then, fortunately, most voltage drop calculations are based on the assumed limiting conditions and approximate formulas are adequate. Also, many voltage drop computer programs are available that offers speed and accuracy. Halimbawa, yung may project ko sa dito sa isang project somewhere in Mindanao. So ngayon, hindi na-approve yung permit kasi kulang ng voltage drop. Now, yung substation po natin is 5 MVA. So pag 5 MVA, compute natin yung voltage drop from the substation to the load. Tama po ba? So pag kinumpute natin yan manually, so mahirapan po tayo. So ginamit ko, I use SKM power tools to compute the voltage drop. So automatic, as long as you know the length, the length of the conductor, the resistance and reactance of the conductor, wala, dire-diretso na yan. Click, compute. Mayroon ng voltage drop. Okay? So you can change easily. Uy, bagsak to. So you need to resize the conductor. Okay? Okay. So, meron akong meron akong project 50 ano siya, 50 mm square. So, problema mahaba yung kable, so bumagsak yung voltage drop. So ngayon, tinry doon sa 60 mm square, bagsak pa rin. Try doon sa 80 mm square, bagsak pa rin. Then try doon sa 80 mm square. 100 mm square. Bagsak pa rin. Doon sa 125, pumasa. So problema, yung budget lang nasa 50 mm square. So, anong gagawin mo? Kasi yung may budget na, no? May budget na. Kasi ano yon, hindi na pwede na mag-change order. So 50 mm square na lang. So anong gagawin natin? Ha? So instead of, kasi pag mag 125 mm square tayo, tanggalin natin yung 50 mm square. Tama pa ba? So yung 50 mm square, itago mo na lang. Tama. Then bibili ka na naman ng 125 mm square, which is 40 reels. Anong 40 reels? Magkano yan? So yung ginawa ko, nag-ano na lang. Tawag ba dito? Nag-parallel na ako na isang 50. So mas advantage pala. Kung ano mo, 50 plus 50, that is 100 mm square. Pag ano pala, nagkaparallel, mas liliit yung impedance niya compared dun sa 125. Oh, hindi na. Dagdagan na lang ng isang pipe. Oh, yun. So dapat ano din sa tayo din sa actual. Hindi pwede na puro lang tayo theory. Tama? So yun. So dapat ingat din tayo mag-submit ng proposal po natin. No? So you need to double check. Ang ano pala, malayo pala yun. So pagkatapos, pag compute mo sa voltage drop, wala, bagsak. So kailangan mo i-upgrade yung price. Hindi intended only for 50 mm square. So ngayon, mag-upgrade ka, patay ka. So wala na. Wala na budget. Next. All right. Next. Okay, so how is voltage drop calculated? So from the circuit breaker, 120 volts. Then 10 feet. So yung 10 feet, 3 volts loss. Minus lang natin yan. So basic lang yan. So next. Okay, how is voltage drop calculated in this system? So ano lang yan, using Kirchhoff's voltage law. Mag-loop ka na lang from the source minus dun sa voltage drop. Ang switch pala, mayroon siyang voltage drop, no? Yung switch. So 0.1. So mayroong sa ilaw. Then, okay? So yun. Diretso, supply minus dun sa voltage drop. Yun po ang ano natin, voltage drop. That is 4.1 volts. Okay, next. So how is voltage drop calculated in the AC system? System voltage drop is dependent on the following parameters. Okay, so current, resistance. So resistance, this is type of the conductor or type of the material, which is copper or aluminum. Okay? So dalawa lang, no? Dalawa. So kanina, yung present ng Phelps Dodge, if you are using aluminum, so dapat meron siyang certain value dun sa kung ano yung current rating based dun sa copper. So i-ano mo yun, dapat ma-compensate din sa using aluminum. Ang ano lang, mas malaki yung diameter yung aluminum compared to copper. So if you're going to 250 mm square na copper, the equivalent niya is 750. Gamit 750 MCM. Kung gawin natin yung mm square, so you just divide by 2. So ano yan? 750, 375 mm square. So mas malaki siya compared to the copper. Cross-sectional area, length, and the temperature. So when the temperature increases, the resistance increases. So meaning the voltage drop also increases. So from the formula, resistance is equal to resistivity length over the area. Di ba yung formula natin? If you recall, na resistance equal to resistivity length over the area or the cross-sectional area of the conductor. Tama? Okay? Next. Okay, so when the temperature is constant, the resistance is proportional to the length of the inversely as the crucial. So yeah, as mentioned in a while ago, then resistance versus temperature. So sa during when I nagturo po ako sa university, derive ko to, no? Yung DC, yung temperature po niya, yung temperature 2. So, maderive yan through a right triangle, tama ba? Then ratio and proportion. So we come up this R2 is equal to R1. Then the inferred absolute zero plus temperature 2 divided by inferred absolute zero plus T of T sub 1. So yan po, when the temperature increases, the resistance also increases. Once the resistance increases, the voltage drop also increases. Tama? Okay? Next. Now, for the AC resistance conductor, we need to consider the skin effect and the proximity effect. So that's why the formula is resistance in AC is equal to RDC, which is coming from the formula resistivity length over the area, times the 1 plus the skin effect plus the proximity effect. So we come up this the constant K AC then RDC. So where K AC is approximately so 1.2 to 1.6. Okay, next. Then inductance and inductive reactance. So recall po natin, XL is equal to 2 pi frequency times L. Okay? 2 pi times frequency times L. So this is the formula of the inductive reactance. Okay? So careful po tayo. Halimbawa, yung mga ano natin, equipment. So naka 50 Hz. So dito natin gamitin. So magkaroon tayo ng problema. Because pag using 50 Hz, so what will happen to the inductive reactance? The inductive reactance reduce, right? When using 50 Hz. Then, kung kunin po natin yung impedance, ang mangyari dyan, liliit yung impedance, yung current using the formula I is equal to E over Z, the impedance. So, maliit yung impedance, yung current will be increased. Tama? Once the current increase, ang problema dyan, yung winding po natin, halimbawa, yung mga vacuum cleaner, so yung winding niya is constant, so masusunog yan. So, yung vacuum cleaner natin na 50 Hz, magagamit mo yan, hindi yan abot ng mga 1 month. So, masusunog yan due to high current because of the 50 Hz frequency because we are using 60 Hz here. Tama? Okay. Next. Oh, so yun ang formula. So, effective impedance. So, that is coming from the right triangle. Next. Okay, next. So voltage drop formula for DC circuits. So that's the formula. Okay. Voltage drop is equal to I times Z or Ki times Z effective per unit length times length, where K is for single phase. Then the other one is K is for 1.732 or square root of 3 for three-phase system. So actual voltage formula. So we can derive this, no? We can derive this voltage drop. So if you can still remember, you can derive this. Yung voltage drop natin, depende dun sa power factor. If this is lagging, then we need to get the voltage drop of the resistance. Then the voltage drop of the reactance is perpendicular to the resistance. Correct? If you can still remember, the resistance drop and the reactance drop is always perpendicular to the resistance drop. Then from the origin, you need to draw a line. Draw the line dun sa reactance drop, yung tip niya. So, yung magkaroon po tayo ng triangle. So, ito yung formula. We come up this formula. Voltage drop is equal to K IR cosine theta plus XL sine theta plus BS minus square root of blah, blah, blah. Okay, so again, 2 for single phase and square root of 3 for three-phase system. Okay, next. Okay, so as you can see, we have table from the Philippine Electrical Code alternating current, resistance, and reactance for 600 volts, 3-phase, 6 hertz, at 75 degrees, 3-phase conductors in conduit. So as you can see from 2.0 up to 500 mm square. So meron tayong corresponding value of resistance. So you need to refer to Philippine Electrical Code. Tama po ba? Or the best way is if you're using certain brand, you can ask the actual na resistance and reactance. Tama o na? Tama? Tama. Next. So effective Z define our cosine. So this is coming from the formula, no? Yung kanina. The next. Okay. So now, this is one example for lagging power factor. So we have the voltage sending, we have the load impedance 1 plus J of 3 ohms. Then we have the terminal voltage of 230 angle of 0 degrees volts. Lagging, so as you can see, the current flows is 2 angle of negative 30 degrees. So nasa negative 30 degrees po siya. Then solving for voltage sending is B terminal plus I load times G load. So we come up that the voltage sending is 234.77 angle of 1.02 degrees. Now for the actual voltage drop using Kirchhoff's voltage law, minus lang natin ang voltage sending minus doon sa terminal voltage. So we come up with the voltage sending of 477 volts. Okay? Then we have also accepted formula, BD is equal to I times R. So 2 times 1, the resistance, BD is 2 volts. This is another formula. This is I times the impedance. So the voltage drop is equal to 6.32. Then we have another formula here. Voltage drop is equal to I. Then R cosine plus and minus X sine theta. Then since this is lagging power factor, yung plus and minus, we have to use the plus sign. So we have 2 parenthesis, open parenthesis, 1 times cosine 30 degrees plus 3 times sine 30 degrees. Okay, close parenthesis. Then we have the voltage drop is equal to 4.73 volts. So that's another way in solving the voltage drop. Okay. Next. Now for leading power factor, unity power factor, of course, if we're talking about unity power factor, the current is in phase with the voltage. Tama ba? So as you can see, yung current po natin is 0 degrees and 2 angle of 0 degrees and the voltage terminal is 230 angle of 0 degrees. So they are in phase with each other. Why? Because this is unity power factor. So pag unity power factor, iba din yung value ng voltage drop. So yung voltage drop is 2.08 volts. So yun ang voltage drop. So instead of BS, dapat voltage drop yan 2.08 volts. So there's another way of solving. So using the resistance, the impedance, and using the triangle. So we come up this the voltage drop down there, that is 2 volts. Okay? Alam niyo yet dito, no? Just recall, no? The next is for the leading power factor. Now for the leading power factor, next slide please. For the leading power factor, of course, our current is leading, nasa taas. So the angle is 30 degrees. Okay? So same formula. So we come up, the voltage drop is negative 1.18 volts. Then this another formula on the right side. Then down there, voltage drop is negative 1.27 degrees. That is for leading power factor. So we have to use a negative sign. Tama ba? So mga estudyante, no? Tama, no? So halos pareho lang doon sa transmission line, yung pag compute ng voltage drop, sa transformer, sa alternator, yung formula halos the same lang. Next. So that is the approximate voltage drop curve for 3-phase transformer. Yung transformer, mayroon tayong curve from 225 to 10,000 kVA. Okay. Next. Then next. Okay, we have also voltage drop in motors. In characteristic of AC motors, that the current they draw on the starting is much higher than their normal running current. Synchronous and squirrel cage induction motors started on the full voltage may draw a current as high as 7 or 8 times their followed running current. The sudden increase in the current drawn from the power system may result in excessive drop in the voltage unless it is considered a design of the system. The motor starting load in kilowatt amperes imposed on the power system and available motor torque are greatly affected by the method of starting use. So that's why in a large motor, meron tayong mga motor control. Dapat meron tayong starting, anong tawag dyan? Next slide. Motor control starter, tawag, no? Next. Okay, so meron tayong full voltage starter for 100%. Then we have auto transformer, depende, 80% top, 65% top, 50% top. We have also resistor starter. So tinatawag na primary and secondary resistance reduced voltage starter. Then we have the reactor, 50% top, 45% top, 37% top. Then we have also part winding starter or low speed motor only. So 55% winding, 50% winding. So just to control the voltage drop of the motor. Next. Okay. So sample calculation is coming from the utility company. We have 3 100 kVA single phase oil immersed transformer distribution 13.8 to 230 volts Y delta 60 hertz. We have 2 sets of 250 mm square stranded copper wire. Then we have the current of 100 amperes. The length is 80 meters. Our resistance coming from the PEC, that is 0.029 ohm per to 305 meters, and the reactance is 0.048 ohm per 305 meters. So that is the coming from the transformer to the main distribution panel. So we have 80 meters. Then we have from main distribution panel to the 2.2, that is the panel board 1. We have 1 set of 350 mm square stranded copper wire. We have the current of 130 amperes. We have corresponding length, no? 15 meters resistance, reactance coming from the table. Then the others down there, we have 1 set of 322 ohms stranded copper wire. Then we have given current 68 amperes, length is 10 meters, going to the motor at 25 horsepower at 0.3. Then another side, we have 0.4. Yung wire po natin, 3 of 60 mm square, so that is 3 phase. Current is 150. Then, down to 0.5, meron din tayong load na single phase, 1,400 volt ampere, 5.5 mm square po yung wire po niya. Then, we need to compute. You prepare single line diagram, the voltage drop calculation, specifying the conductor's number of sets and length. So, refer to table 10.11.9. So, the values per 305 resistance reactance of conductors being used. Okay. So, yan po, no, coming from the table. Then third, label voltage drop points. So, as you can see, we have 0.1. So, that is coming from the transformer to the main distribution panel, that is 0.1. Then, from 0.1 from 0.2. Okay, then we have 0.1 to 0.4. Then we have 0.2 to 0.3. Then 0.4 to 0.5. So, isa-isahin po natin yan. At, so dapat from the secondary of the transformer terminal hanggang sa 0.3 and 0.5. So, dapat within the limit lang, no? Within the maximum of 5% voltage drop. Okay. Next. Okay, next. Yan. So, calculate the voltage drop. So, from the formula, voltage drop is equal to K times I, R cosine theta plus X sine theta times the length. Divide by N. N is the number of sets. So, divide by 305. Okay, so dapat divide by 305 because the resistance and reactance given in terms of 305 meters. So yung reference natin is 305 meters. Since that is only 80 meters, so we need to divide it 2 by 305 para makuha natin yung exact value of the resistance and reactance. Okay, so as you can see, we have the voltage drop. So just substitute the formula. Okay, so the power factor is 0.8. Substitute the formula. So voltage drop 1 is 5.434 volts. So we come up with the voltage drop 1 is 2.36%. Now, for the voltage drop to 0.2. So shall we say that is voltage drop 2? So meron tayong mga resistance, reactance, substitute lang natin yan dun sa ating formula. Then, the voltage drop 2 is 1.429 volts. Then, the percent voltage drop 2 is 0.621%. Now, for the voltage drop 2 total, percent voltage drop 1 plus percent voltage drop 2 is 2.36 plus 0.621. So, BD2 total is 2.91%. Okay, next. Then, step 3, calculate the voltage drop of 0.3 and shall we say that is voltage drop 3. So again, we have also given the formula, but the power factor now is 0.9. That is square root of 3, 68.31, then 0.9, so on and so forth. So we come up, the voltage drop 3 is 1.78 volts. So the percent voltage drop is 0.512%. Now for the percent voltage drop total, 2.36, okay, plus 0.621 plus 0.512. So the voltage drop is 3.493%. So the total voltage drop is 3.493%. So that is less than by 5%. So pumasa po tayo, 5%. Less than 5%. Next. So the same process sa point 4. Point 4, nasa point 4. Panel board 2. Then we have sa panel board point BD4, 1.436. So yung percent voltage drop is 0.624%. Then total voltage drop 4 is 2.36 plus 0.624. We come up with a total of 2.984%. Now for step number 5, calculate voltage drop up to 5. And shall we say BD5? So again, need to substitute the given coming from our diagram. We come up the voltage drop 5 is 1.229 volts. So percent voltage drop 5 is equal to 0.534%. So itotal po natin yan, BD1, BD4, and 5. So 1, 4, and 5. So 2.34 plus 0.64 plus 0.534. So the voltage drop total of 5 coming from the supply, that is 3.51%. That is less than by 5%. So therefore, the voltage drop is pass. So meaning, yung cable po natin pumasa. So okay na. But that is only for the design. Then if you are the contractor, you have to double check. No? Double check po natin. Kasi baka nilipat yung natin, yung motor dito sa kabila, nilipat. So baka malayo. So kailangan po na i-compute naman. Lumampas doon sa 5%. Tama ba? No? Okay. Next. And that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Okay? Okay? So again, mayroon tayong payong dito. Ako ako yung mag-ask ng question. So ano po yung formula natin? I-recall po natin yung formula natin, i-preset kanina, yung resistance 2. Daw. Yung kanina, may isang payong dito. Yung resistance 2. Ano yung formula? Resistance 2 is equal to R1 times T plus T2 divided by T plus T1. So when the temperature increases, the resistance increases. Tama ba? Oh. Iba na lang. Formula of resistance in DC resistance. Formula. Ha?
Sir SG.
Rho L over A, sir. Rho L over A.
Okay, thank you very much po.
Okay, thank you.